It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Niners and the Packers, and it's all up next.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last two seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his third season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall or, in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
Slot receiver headed right. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
2nd and 11. A tight end in motion now. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He runs with it. They get 22 yards there. First down, 49ers.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That is brought in at the 10. And he will score. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. 5th season quarterback, but Greg just his 2nd as a starter, waited his turn, and had a really good first year as a starter.
There was a lot of questions surrounding Jordan Love. Was he the long-term answer in Green Bay following in the footsteps of the legendary Aaron Rodgers? And I think last year in his first season as a full-time starter, he certainly quieted a lot of those questions. He spent time early in his career watching from the sideline, and he wasted no time showing he's one of the top young quarterbacks in the entire league.
Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On the ground, this is the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49. From the gun, it's Love. On second down, Jacobs. He'll manage only a couple. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Back to throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. From a little closer, here's second and goal. One more time, it's Jacobs. And this time, he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Ronnie Bell. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's Purdy on first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. Can't fault the effort. He got out of a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yardage. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll try and get there on the ground. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down, and here comes fourth down.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on third down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the first down.
The 49ers out for the punt. Out to return this for the Packers, it's Keyshawn Nixon. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Love. That's Dobbs open left side. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. To throw is Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Second down and 8. Dobbs headed in motion. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. To throw is Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system, and what that means is on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline. So they got to have range, they got to have great instincts, and then when they get a chance to get their hands on the ball, they got to be picks.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. Play action. Here's Purdy. This throw left side caught by Kittle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Kittle's able to secure the catch and bring up a fresh set of downs, and he was the only tight end in the entire league last year, Mike, to go over the 1,000-yard mark. And he only did it in 65 catches. Here's a guy that is an all-pro player year in and year out. And there's not a whole lot in this game that he can't do.
Right back to Kittle. That's another one. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
So Kittle comes in motion. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
3rd down. Purdy. That is hauled in at the 5. And the 49ers are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. To throw, it's Purdy. That one taken in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. He's going to try it here again. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. They'll set up the screen here to Pearsall. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
A give for McCaffrey running right. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. First and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the first quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Once again, it's Jacobs. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Dobbs headed in motion. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. Throwing is Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. So after 1, knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. A 2nd down throw for Love. He's hit after the catch and the ball comes free. The Niners have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. all of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And they'll mark them out at the 8, but it is enough to set up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
To the goal line and in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. McManus on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Packers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. To throw on 1st down is Purdy. Looking to Samuel on the out route.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, He's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route, but this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. That's caught by McCaffrey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Motion man is Bell. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's taken in by Jennings. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Purdy works out of the pistol. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
They'll send a tight end in motion. 1st and 10. Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. Oh, making guys miss, and he's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will even this score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Love quickly out to Watson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Second down and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. A good play action with Love. Now he'll run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Dobbs headed in motion. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Here's Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That's Dobbs open left side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Now Love. That's out wide. They're trying the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. That one is good. And the Packers will take a 24-21 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here is Bell on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the 2nd time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, at the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end zone. But either way, they got to be thinking coming away here with 6.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards with 1st and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Moody now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers have taken a 4-point advantage. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This returnable with Reed. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this to about the 28. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Love to throw. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Devondre Campbell brings him down. Here's 2nd and 9. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
This one up top for Dobbs. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
Throwing on 1st down is, a loose football. The Packers have it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. 1st and goal. Here's Love. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Love. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. So 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, it's going to set up 4th down. Chance to get the lead before the break. Here we go. 4th down and goal. And they'll try it now with Jacobs. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Josh Jacobs, touchdown Packers. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Samuel gonna see what he can do. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. He gets it to Samuel, left side. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
A 1st down throw for Purdy. Looking to Samuel on the out route. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
That's into the hands of the fullback. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the 1st down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Slot man in motion right. Third and goal. Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Moody's kick is good. And the 49ers will tie this game up here late in the first half.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This returnable with Reed. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He's going to tuck it and go. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Love to throw it on first down. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Throwing on second down, Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Here's Love to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. Halftime now at Lambeau, and the Packers are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Packers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now, Jacobs. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Up from the secondary, Diamador Lenore with the stop. Second and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. 3rd down coming up.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. There's Deebo Samuel and the rest of this Niners offense set to take over again. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
On 2nd down, Purdy. This throw left side caught by Kittle. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And he'll get forward a few yards on on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 2nd down, Love. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Jair Brown on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Love. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. That is Leonard Floyd, the veteran who got to the quarterback.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On comes the Packers punting team. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's in trouble. Down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Third and 9. From the gun, it's Purdy. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time. results in a nice first down pickup.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. Samuel has it working the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And he's in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
On is Moody to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers have taken a 4-point advantage. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This returnable with Reed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. Into the secondary at the 45. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're going to try to keep it going. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in second and long.
Purdy now on second down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. On first and 10, Purdy. And finds Samuel working across the field. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Anytime you're playing zone defense and everybody's eyes are on the quarterback, it's really easy to lose sight of some of the receivers. That's exactly what happened here. He started all the way on the far side of the field and worked his way across. Found a soft spot in the zone, and quarterback's able to put it on him.
Purdy works out of the pistol. A throw on the move is caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup.
That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. On the bootleg, it's Purdy. He pulls it in around the 5. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll look to run with McCaffrey. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And That's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
That is caught.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. It is brought in the end zone. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will extend this third quarter lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This returnable with Reed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Packers offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar. And they have been so far. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The man in motion is Watson. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Devondre Campbell brings him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And that'll move the sticks. 1st down, up to the 40.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Dobbs headed in motion. Once again, it's Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That complete to Jacobs.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Love to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has a decision to make.
Brock Purdy and the NFC champs back out to begin this next drive. Here's 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion to the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
This is one of those plays, Mike, where just everything aligns. It's the right play call, the right target, an accurate ball, and then a lot of room to run after the catch. So if they can continue to find these matchups and these holes in the secondary with this quarterback and this playmaker group, man, this is a tough offense to slow down.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Throwing again is Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points. This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
3rd and goal. Purdy. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
These 2nd half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, it's Love. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Packers set to kick this one away, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball, as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. The 49ers offense and Brock Purdy headed back on the field for their next possession. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. That one knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander is there to bat that one away.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Off he goes.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly, realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket, decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. They'll run into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That's to the right side and incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. It's 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The 49ers offense and Deebo Samuel making their way out. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Oh, he tried to get away, but he can't break free, and that is going to be a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line. To return, it's Nixon. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down, Love. This one is caught by Reed. He's across midfield. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 77 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will cut it to a 2-point lead. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. Here is Bell on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Purdy on first down. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Purdy works out of the pistol. This one complete right side. A good spot here, second and a yard. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They face second down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Samuel brings this in along the sideline. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. A run here with McCaffrey. And a good tackle out wide. You'll hold him to a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. And that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brocklin, most passing yards ever in a game. Van Brocklin at 554 over 70 years ago, 1951. Help from the O-line, help from the receivers, an incredible performance, an NFL record set here. They'll motion over Samuel. 3rd and short, here's Purdy. He pulls it in around the 5. And he is very close to the 1st down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a 1-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. Here's 2nd and 6. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. A 2nd down throw for Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll stick to the ground. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's McCaffrey. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down, taking this to the 34.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They run once more with McCaffrey. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To the right side, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. A give for McCaffrey running right. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. Packers going to use their final timeout now as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. The 49ers out to punt this one, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot on the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, as this one will come to an end. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.